some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing right away is Williams. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Cardinals at 2 and 4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all 3.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37.
Now ETN to start the drive.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in? or you're just hopeful, and you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 34.
We're not liking the look. They'll change the play. On play action, here's Williams.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
Jackson Smith-Njigba.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On second down, ETN once more.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Operating from the gun, Dempsey. He's going to let him go deep for Mitchell. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell.
64 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Here's Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
To the air, Williams. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on first down.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Off-play action. Dempsey will try to pick it up himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Adafe Owe. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Williams.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 21 yards away.
And the Cardinals are able to stretch out their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Lions 6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now they'll change things up.
Second and 6. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun, Dempsey. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
We'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Second and 12 at the Lions' 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
9-6.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Adonai Mitchell with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He finds his man complete. That's Saunders. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. 47 yards.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Dempsey. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The backfield empties out. It's 3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Now they'll audible to something else. To throw, Williams.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
A final shot before break. Dempsey. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A final shot before break. Dempsey. He's going to take another shot here. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Chimere Dike as time expires in the first half. And the Lions get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So
he's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
And Mitchell,
72 yards.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get two. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zay Flowers, 30 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now stands at 13.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Dempsey. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dempsey.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. Williams. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Cardinals 45, Lions 25.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's complete to DK.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Dempsey.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going to try and throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
What is that?
The give, right side for Gibbs.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the point after.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Cardinals 52, Lions 25.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate. This is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On the set. 70 Lions. Go.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Cardinals' 8-yard line.
This to Laporta, right side.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Sam Laporta
From 8 yards out.
And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Lions 32.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Mixon on the return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
and the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Lions 32.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Lions scrimmage in the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Back to throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 35 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Williams.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, here's Williams. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Back to throw. Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here first.
And this is going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by DJ Reed.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit, and time faded. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 46.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Dempsey. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of 18. That's good for a Cardinals first down. What is up? First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
152 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Jahmyr Gibbs
from 8 yards out.
And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Cardinals 66, Lions 46.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the land. Zone. This will come out to the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That is caught by Laporta.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
The Lions first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Adonai Mitchell.
56 yards.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You was not a printer, cooped up, toot up, make get they suit tucks begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man. Touch hands. We bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too. That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run up to the next steak. I get down, I get dirty, catch him on the public. Thinking he gon' get a pass from the slide me something. Hungry for it, see an issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You don't believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see the got get it, go retrieve it, the short small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time.